Hi Godspeed. This channel is against the Big Bang and against the current view of astronomy. In this video I will talk about quantum mechanics. So it is going to be a big video and maybe I looked a little bit tired. I didn't sleep last night. So why I have to explain about quantum mechanics? It is related to light. One of arguments for the Big Bang is the radiation. I proved to you already that is false. And the second is that crazy stuff with the light, that light stretches. Light does not stretch. But to show that I know about light, I will speak about quantum mechanics. You will sum everything that I say. You will see that I know science. You will understand that I'm not speaking against the Big Bang like in a simple way. Okay, you will understand that the stars are close and things like this, and I'm not crazy. They are crazy. They falsify light, they falsify thermodynamics, they falsify everything, and they do not do right to this earth for the children who want to study. They lie. They are beginning to lie with quarks, antimatter, dark matter, and you understand. So for the Big Bang maybe it was not necessary, but I want to speak. So mechanics again, mechanics means to move. Something is moving. This object is moving. All the mechanics, it is known, and you cannot have another one. Only if the old one is wrong somehow. Mechanics. Usual mechanics supposes mass. This has a mass. And the usual mechanics, it is seems strange to you or not, it is a circular mechanics, a trigonometrical circle mechanics, rectilinear uniform. Even in normal mechanics it's rarely met. And you must watch all my videos. Mechanics, okay, quantum mechanics, but you understand mechanics now. I've told you that it's only one kind of mechanics, like this circular one. You must explain how this object moves. So this object has a mass, but it is not sufficient, how I already told you. There are cases of impact, and philosophically they name this impulse, and they name energy. This is the first thing for the mistake. In the whole case, they do not knew even electric energy when they named this energy. They do not knew, okay, this body has a potential energy and it is correlated with mass, and all the cases are cases of this one. When this I will push that wall with my hands, okay, and I will pressure the wall, and I will lose all my energy, and I will stop. Where the energy will go? In the wall, and I will have no energy anymore. But this rock, it is always pushing this table, always, and it is not losing its strength. I will push the wall, and the rock will push this always, and it does not lose the strength. This is the conservation of energy. And you understand why this resting case of this body is from mechanics, and it is a case of this circular case. In this case also, the energy is recycled in mass, and it was always going to be a vector that it pushes downwards. It will push downwards. It will not consume the energy like I consume the energy when I push the wall. And this is a case of mechanics. There is not another one. It is united, and it is like this. This is an eternal movement, and a conservation of energy makes an eternal movement. It is not attraction. The table does not attract this. It is responding the force with a force, opposite force, and it will go from energy to mass. These were the two concepts that they invented. It is not electrical energy. This is the first thing for the first place for mistakes. Okay, they did not knew. They knew somehow magnetic and things that, but they did not knew the law from this kind, from these causes. When this body hits this body, it will compound vectors and trajectories, and some of energy will be absorbed by this object and will be converted into mass. On short, the equation is the Einstein equation. In the old time also, energy equal mass. And there are two kinds of energy. Kinetic, this means energy of movement, and potential, bound to mass, because energy equal mass in the old equation. This is the equation, okay? In physics you have a relation between velocity, it means space and time, and acceleration, space and time squared. Okay, so all of these examples are related to some acceleration, that it is something that force all this phenomenon to occur. All the phenomenon are bound by 9.8 meter per second square. Is like this movement. It was calculated like exactly they throw objects, and they saw that 10 meters in a second, 10 meters, all the bodies, this big one I've told you, and this one, and all of them. It is very important for you to understand. When you put in the balance the same case, when you put this in a spring, is the same case. All the movement is consumed with the rate of vectorial rate of 9.8 meters per second squared. All the movements are regimented by this 9.8 meter per second squared. This one, all the movements, even if you have an engine to a car, due to mass, it will consume the energy of the motor with 9.8 meters per second square. And there are cases when this body will fall in the with an angle, like in an angle, like on a hill, like perpendicular case, but all of them are cases of this one eventually. And in this way they make this concept philosophical: mechanical work, impulse, energy, and mass, and kinetic energy and rest energy. And this is energy is the first thing for mistakes. But all these things are a relation through mass. This is mechanics of mass, a point of mass. But then they discovered light. They did not discover light. They wanted to understand how light moves. It was thought that maybe it is instantaneous. You understand, this is what means quantum mechanics. The movement of light. And one thing, wrong thing, you must spread this everybody to understand. They trick you like this. They trick you like this, that to think that quantum mechanics means something that is inside the object subatomically. You hardly dislike these things, but you do not understand that we can see light. We can see subatomically, and there is not another energy, finer energy than light. This you must understand this and tell everybody. We can see subatomically. There is not any finer object than light known in physics. So all the colors are cases of light. All the colors, green, yellow, blue, we can see subatomically. And they pretend like when you look at subatomic level, light is subatomic, and there is not another object more finer. But what it means to be finer than light, if light shows you all the reality? And now you understand what it means. Quantum mechanics. It means the movement of light. But now, what I want to tell you, they do not know exactly. The laws may be false because we do not know what light is. We do not know what light is. It seems strange to you or not. This were I'm filming, and these were inventions. They operate through other means. This light bulb was an invention. They were electrocuting, knowing that when you electrocute some metal, it will produce light. And the picture was invented chemically. They observed then on the sheet of paper with some chemicals in it. If you expose it, it will take the image. And then they put many images in a row and they made the film. And then they discovered some chemicals that captured color light. And they were discovering how to read them. Like in video that with the tapes. And all of these are inventions. From the physics, nothing came. You believe or not, nothing came. They studied an energy somehow. The law for electrons. I believe that even that are not very correct. Maybe okay. But I don't want to speculate any further. But so quantum mechanics, how light is moving. Okay, you observe from Newton time, it observed that if you make from a prism light, you take it from a prism. I put to you a rainbow, filmed by me, okay? So on the sky. The light has a property of trigonometry. I will explain you quantum mechanics now. You must listen. Trigonometric property in a circle. Because the circle is very important. You'll see that if you have a prism on, there's an angle. There is an angle in a prism. So that prism decomposes light in like you cut bread in thick things like red one, blue one, and you will observe very carefully that it is not a single strip. It is like a piece of red, a piece of blue, a piece of, you understand? So on an angle. So light has trigonometrical properties. It composed somehow like in a circle. If you have this, it is an entire angle. You understand that the color red. It is not simple red. It is an entire spectrum of red. But before this,